gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to stand here and today talking about local chicken in many regions or many countries. So in this seminar, I would like to present about our research with the title Estimation of Genetic Parameters for Body Weight in Indonesian Chicken Crops by Using Random Variation Model. My name is Jessica Vera Saraswati from the Department of Animal Breeding and Reproduction, Fakulty of Animal Science, Universitas Gadjah Mada, Indonesia. So when we talk about local chicken, I think that many countries have their own local chickens. So in Indonesia has their local chicken as well. We have here, so in this study we focus more to discuss about Merawang and also we discuss about Kampung Unggul Balikbangtan or KUB. Merawang as well, Kampung Unggul Balikbangtan or KUB have their own benefits, especially for the productivity traits. Especially for Merawang itself, it consisted two kind of breeds for Merawang because of the different region. It counts for Merawang Sembawa and Merawang Bangka, which have a good growth rate with 2.0 up to 3 kilogram of weight on the age of 9 to 12 months. And this is very great for us if we use Merawang as a male line. And then Kampung Unggul Balikbangtan, it has a good productivity, especially for the production itself. It has 50% of hen day production, and it can produce 180 eggs per year per hen, and it will be very beneficial for us. And if we can collaborate and do a crossbreeding between Merawang and also Kampung Unggul Balikbangtan. And here, especially talking about the genetic parameters, actually there are many types of genetic parameters, but today in the study we would like to discuss about heritability and repeatability that will be very important and play important roles, especially for the selection and evaluation itself. So we need to count, calculate and estimate the value to get the information of the selection. The heritability value itself for the genetic parameters, it has low, medium to high. So today I would like to share about the matrices as method that we use. We already have 4 patterns using KUB and also Merawang. And after that we can measure about their body weight performance, and then we calculate and estimated the heritability and also the repeatability using the R program. We use the paternal half-T correlation method, and this is the mathematical model. And after that we will have the result for the body weight performance, and we see from the graphics here. And for the body weight performance used for repeatability, for the repeatance, for the body weight, we can see about the body weight performance here. It's very for the week 4s. And then for the repeatability estimation, we can see for the graphic itself for all groups from the group 1, 2, 3, and 4. It will be very especially for the week 4, because we use the female line also the male line. The male line is from the Merawang and then the female is KUB. We need to calculate the differentiation between the male and female line because it is important for us to know about that. Of the repeatability estimation, and I think we can conclude that the heritability is vary from the medium to high, and the repeatability value for the body weight itself is very important for us to know about the results statistic, because it is very as well from the high, medium and low. And this research is expected to use as a tool for the next selection and evaluation for the next crossbreeding for the local chicken development, especially in Indonesia. I think that's all. Thank you very much. I would be glad if there will be any questions.
And currently I'm at my data analysis stage. However, data collection is all done. It's in progress. My research backgrounds are to quantify the spatial and temporal variability of crop growth, yield, and soil fertility. Next is to assess the spectral attributes of the crop across various growth stages. and to delineate optimized management zone based on spatial temporal data. And in this research, one of the Malaysian local variety, the preferred variety, is MR297, and rice has three morphological phases that are vegetative, reproductive, and maturity. And there's a timely monitoring that is needed that shows during the vegetative and also at the reproductive stage. So any intervention should be done at the first two stages so that we have the best yield. And to my materials and methodology, we use the spectral reflectance and spectrometer, and also UV drone-mounted sensors and hyperspectral sensors. These are the parameters, and it is taken into consideration the growth phases, which is the vegetative, reproductive, and maturity. And these are the parameters that we have run. And this is a systematic sampling with 15 to 14 subplots. And within the plots, we have high yielding plots and low yielding plots. At high yielding plot, as you can see, the trends are similar. However, season 1 and season 3 shows similar average value. For season 2, the reflectant values differs notably. And for the yield data, on the left-hand side is research data. So we've collected the yield grain data. You can see plot 1 and plot 3 are the high yielding plot. But however, on the right-hand side is the yield data given by the farmer. But you can see it varies and it's different. Possibly we would say there's an incidences of weedy rice in the low yielding plot, which is plot 4 and plot 5, which we cannot take into account because when we are collecting the yield data, we are collecting the plants with the yield. So with that, the expected result would be to have this management zone defined between the high yielding and the low yielding plot, and also to have a spectral response. If you're able to find, when you saw this, the spectral reflectance, we're able to find something from it. And at the end of the day is to have an optimized rice management. And for season 3, interesting enough, but we were thinking those reflectance is multiple reflectance value, indicating maybe what we call that, climate changes, maybe there's less rain, so there's a stress factor that is to be identified. So those expressions are novel and for us to find more. So with that, thank you so much, and if you have any questions, please feel free. Thank you so much.
To UGM and UPM for giving me the opportunity to be a participant in the 4th International Junior Graduate Seminar 2023. My name is Mensa Sabila Dewanti. So today I want to share about my recent research. The title is the morphological characteristic and biomass production of oro-oro or Cortalaria CHL as feed with different cutting time. Feed has a significant impact on farm, since it takes over 50 until 75% of total cost. Therefore, the optimization of local feed sources is necessary to improve farm profitability. So one of the potential local grass or legume that can be used as a feed sources for ruminant in Indonesia is sunham. Sunham itself is an annual tropical legume widely used as a cover crop and green manure, especially in Indonesia or in the tropical environment, because of its capability to produce high accumulation of nitrogen. Sunham itself also has a high nutritional value. It also grows quickly and can produce high biomass in a short time. In our countries in Indonesia, there are only little information about the use of sunham as a feed. The purpose of the study is to investigate the effect of cutting time on the morphological characteristic and biomass production of sunham. This research has been done in February until April 2023 in the research farm of forage and pastoralists, and the study was conducted using completely randomized design, which consists of 3 cutting times treatments. There are 8, 10, and 12 weeks after planting, and every treatment were replicated 3 times. The following parameters observed were morphological characteristic and biomass production. So this is the result and discussion. We can see that the cutting time significantly increased the plant height, number of leaves and stem diameter, and also the number of the branch. The best result was on a 12 week after plant of cutting time, where the plant reached the highest plant height, number of leaves, stem diameter, and also the number of branches. And the biomass production, the cutting time had a significant effect on the fresh weight and dry matter production of sunhemp. With the best result was on a 12 week after plant, where the sunhemp reached the highest fresh yield and dry matter yield. So let's jump to the conclusion. In conclusion, the 12 week after plant of cutting time gives the best result on morphology characteristic and biomass production of sunhemp. It can be concluded that the sunhemp can be developed into a feed plant because of its rapid growth until 12 weeks after plant. Thank you so much for your attention. Good morning, have a nice day.
In this occasion, I would like to share my research about reproductive performance of saffron use kept by smallholder farmers who breed from Brebes Regency, Indonesia. Let's start with the background. And in Brebes Regency, one of the area in Central Java, Indonesia, is 34 province, and one is Central Java. In Brebes Regency, there are sheep which the local community calls Sapup sheep. Sapup is the name of the hill in Brebes, and it became the name of the sheep, which are growing quite well, especially in the highland. Next to the material and method, so this research is conducted from May to September 2022 in Paguyangan and Serampok District, Brebes Regency, Central Java, Indonesia. The materials is there are farmers, 60 farmers, 86 ewes, and 129 kids. And for productive performance, we measure the productive performance data consists of the age per lambing, pregnancy length, litter size, sex ratio, lambing interval, pre-weaning mortality, and ewe reproduction index. And the data is presented by descriptive analysis. The result and discussion. The first is about saffron sheep production system in smallholder farmers. Based on information for the government of Indonesia, saffron sheep are the result of crossing local sheep with exotic sheep from abroad, and exotic sheep including Suffolk, Dover, Texel, and Merino. So that's all. In conclusion, the reproductive management and performance of saffron is kept by smallholder farmers is in Brebes Regency, where in good and normal condition, with short calving interval 8.5 months and low pre-weaning mortality 1.69% and able to produce lamb 2.17 head per year. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
This is because poultry meat ranks in as the highest per capita consumption at 47.4 kg per year, according to the Department of Statistics Malaysia. So, in the poultry sector, antibiotics are usually included in the feed at lower dosages in comparison to therapeutic use as a growth promoter. So, in the long run, this leads to antibiotic resistance, and to combat this, Malaysia has joined several other countries to ban the use of antibiotics in
use these grasses in place of antibiotics. So the reason why these grasses have been chosen are not only they are locally abundant here in Malaysia, but the previous studies have shown that they are high in the following phytocompounds. Signal grass being high in saponins, alkaloids in guinea grass, and flavonoids in napier. So these phytocompounds have been known to have antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-stress properties, which, when given at the appropriate amounts to poultry, have the potential to improve growth performance, feed intake and efficiency, digestibility, lower the cholesterol, and improve carcass traits and meat quality. So therefore, we conducted an experiment, conducted a feeding trial using a complete randomized design with 648 Saso broilers, which are a type of coloured broiler breed in Malaysia, and the following treatments. Treatment 1 and treatment 2 serving as the negative
do a degradation rate of feedstuff in the result using in vitro reproduction. Okay, now let's continue to the presentation outline that I have introduction, objective, material and method, expected result and the acknowledgement. For the introduction, the nutritive value and degradability of the feedstuff, it has many benefits to the animal. So it is the reason that I would like to evaluate, and also the reason that I would like to do this research. So the first reason is related with the ration and the formulation. The second benefit is related with the gut health, and the third is related with the ruminal acidosis, and also the energy availability, and also the feed intake, and the last one is related with the milk production. If we can know the nutritive value and the credibility in the feedstuff, then we will get many benefits to the animal. And for the objective of this research is to evaluate the nutritional, the composition, and the degradation of the different through the in vitro reproduction of the different feedstuff. Okay, now continue with me to the material and method. For the sample preparation and prosumer analysis, the first we have to dry the 60 degrees C for 48 hours, then grind to pass 2 millimeter seals, and then other feedstuff I will do 6 lubricate for per treatment. And after that, I will do the prosumer analysis for all my feedstuff, then continue to do the in vitro reproduction. And the estimate of the in vitro, we will do the first rate is at the first 4 hours.
Today, I'm going to present my research, the effect of harvesting time and preservation on inferior disability of Sanhem or Protalaya Dinsea L. Let me introduce myself. My name is Elvira Hasan, and I am a master student from Fakulty of Animal Science, Universitas Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. This is the Sanhem, one of the multi-purpose tropical legume grown in many countries, such as Indonesia, Thailand, and Brazil, but it originally came from India. But this Sanhem has a great potential as a livestock feed. That, as we know, that Sanhem has a high biomass yield ranging from 18 until 27 tons per hectare. There are two factors that can influence the digestibility from the Sanhem. The first is the harvesting time. That harvesting is the operation to useful the parts of the plant is carried out at the time when all nutrients have developed and the edible parts have reached the appropriate degree of maturity. And second is the preservation. That preservation is a process to maintain the value of the feed in terms of nutrition and feed quality. This study is starting from January until June 2023, but until now it still continue. And the phase of the study is conducted in two phases. The first phase is in the research land of Faculty of Animal Science, and the second phase is in the forage and pasture science laboratory to analyze the sample. The research design I use in this study is factorial completely randomized design consisting 3 replication with 2 factors. From the table that you can see, the different harvesting on the Sunham silage has no significant effect. The good quality of silage has the texture characteristics that are not destroyed, not soft and not slimy, and still close to the original texture. No butter and other slightly sour, fruity, and aromatic odor preserve its color, and at the moment it was silage. And this is the dry matter, in vitro dry matter and organic matter digestibility. The best result was on 8 weeks after planting. With silage preservation, the earlier harvesting time in the preservation has the highest in vitro dry matter digestibility and organic matter digestibility. So the conclusion is the digestibility value of sun ham are influenced by difference in harvesting time and feed preservation. The optimum dry matter and organic matter digestibility of sun ham was harvested at 8 weeks and with silage preservation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to see you, all of you. Thanks for your coming. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Habib Hanif. I'm a doctoral student at Fakulty of Animal Science, Universitas Gadjah Mada. And I would like to share you about my study. The title is Effect of Pepper Capsicum on Productivity and Egg Yolk Color of Laying Hen in Meta-Analysis Study. We all know that antibiotic growth promoter has been in poultry sector because bacterial resistant issue and also food safety issue. These conditions has urged researchers, especially in poultry sector, to seek alternative of antibiotic growth promoter, especially in natural ingredients. And pepper is one of potential alternative of growth promoter in laying hens because pepper is rich source of antibacterial and also antioxidants. And pepper rich carotenoid that can improve egg yolk color. It's one of indicator of egg yolk colors. For material and method, there is several steps. The first one is literature search. We use keyword capsicum, pepper, and laying hen in several database, Scopus, SciDirect, PubMed, and Google Scholar. After we get some article, we did study selections for the data. The data must have treatment and control group, and also must have variability. And after we finish for this selection, we also continue selections. The article must contain feed intake and day production, FCL, egg weight, and egg yolk colors. And after we get the study that include in that meet inclusion criteria, we collect the mean and variability and analyze with the OpenMPE software. We can look the detail on the right side. we go to the results. The first variable is feed intake. We can look at the overall the paper treatment decrease feed intake, and when we look at the sub-analyze, we can look at the higher paper dose and the larger duration of treatment resulting lower the feed intake.
Planning to go for the sampling maybe this month end or next month beginning. In the current situation, almost in the whole globe, out of the total water, nearly only 3% is the fresh water, which can be used for the living beings. And out of that, almost 2.5% is inside the glaciers in Antarctic and Arctic regions. So only 0.5% is available for the humans and other living beings to use. And out of that 0.5, nearly 75% is utilized in agriculture. So in this context, the water conservation and sustainable water management is very much required. Now we are dealing the water use efficiency and water productivity in durian. Durian is a tropical fruit known as king of fruits in all over the world. Durian trees actually prefer a well-drained soil and do best in sandy loams and clay loams with a neutral to slightly acidic pH. It requires a tropical climate with high temperatures and high rainfall. The most water dependent period of durian is the flowering period to fruiting period. So in this context, the water use efficiency and the water productivity get its relevance. Water productivity is the ratio of total yield by weight or economic value to the total water consumed for the production. This is the equation to calculate the water productivity, and water use efficiency is the ratio of water consumed by the plants to the total water available to the plants. So objectives of this study are to characterize the water use efficiency and water productivity with respect to the pattern of rainfall, to perform a geospatial mapping and analyze the spatio-temporal variability of water use efficiency and water productivity, and the last, to calibrate and validate an artificial intelligence model to predict the water use efficiency and water productivity. For the water use efficiency and water productivity, the evapotranspiration is one of the main components. To estimate the evapotranspiration, here we are using a machine learning algorithm model called gradient boost machine. So this is the methodology to estimate the evapotranspiration. Here we are using the Sentinel-1 synthetic aperture radar and Sentinel-3 SLSGR data. From that we will use these variables VV, VH, ratio vegetation index, VV difference of VH, then VV divided by VH. Then these variables from SLSGR data, NDVI, LST, FVI, TCWV. And all these will be used in this gradient boost machine model to estimate the evapotranspiration. Next, when it comes to the characterization of evapotranspiration and water productivity and water use efficiency, we will use the estimated evapotranspiration. Then rainfall irrigation will be collected from the field area. The field area will be a commercial durian plantation in Batu Bahar, Malaysia. Using all these parameters, we will compare the water use, calculate the water use efficiency and compare it with the rainfall.
I want to presentation about in vitro digestibility of palm kernel cake PKC with enzyme supplementation on broiler feed. In vitro is one method to determine the nutrient digestibility value. This is simulating in vivo condition, and the in vitro, this is a fast and inexpensive method for predicting the digestibility value, and this is the very simple method for predicting the digestibility value. Palm kernel cake, this is a content of mannan. Mannan is an anti-nutritional factor for poultry, and poultry don't have enzyme to degrade the mannan. Mannose and monooligosaccharide, the main component of picasse, can act as prebiotic and reduce pathogenic bacteria. The addition of exogenous enzyme to feed has revolutionized the way to overcome the challenges of utilizing feed ingredients from agricultural byproducts. So, enzyme supplementation can increase the availability of digestibility polymer in feed ingredients. For example, beta-malonase can be hydrolyzed mannan to mannose. And then the NSPS, this is to degraded for polysaccharide to monosaccharide, and protease can hydrolyze the protein to amino acid.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Abdul Pratama. I'm from Indonesia, and I'm also from UGM University, and I'm a master student. And my major is animal science. Okay, my presentation actually, the title is Identification, Domestication, and Potential of Stimulus Bee, Apidae meliponic in Mount Halimon Salak National Park, Sukabumi Region, West Java. So, in this section about this introduction, we can see from the screen, due to the rapid intrusion of bees between islands which causes damage to pure strains in an area that have the potential to carry viruses, parasites, and disease. So there's actually like three missions. Like first, obtain the latest data on the diversity of species of clam in the Gunung Halimun Salak National Park. So this is my method and materials, and this method actually used in this research is descriptive qualitative observation. So this is the result for the morphological and morphometric identification. So I got the two species native from Scarbolis Java, and it's called Heterotrigona itama and also Trigona leviset, Tetragona leviset. You can see the size is totally different. Heterotrigona itama is the bigger one, and Tetragona leviset is the little one. So this is the result for morphometric identification. But it actually depends the species what we got. Like I've got the two species, right? The Tetragona leviset and also Heterotrigona itama. So this is the result for the potential and cultivation. So this is my references. So and this is my conclusion. Shows that the diversity is low species found. The sample collection showed that there were two species. Okay, maybe that's it for my presentation. I'm sorry for every mistake what I made. Thank you for the time, and the rest of the time I made.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform you about our preliminary study of densitometry for goat milk's protein fraction quantification. So, the purpose of this study is we try to quantify its protein from goat's milk. I'm Herman Widodo. We know that the protein in milks is consisted of two major proteins, such as the most dominant protein is the casein, and the casein itself is consisted of four fractions, which is alpha S1 casein, alpha S2, beta casein, and kappa casein. And the whey protein is consisted of beta lactoglobulin and alpha lactalbumin. And the commonly we use the SPLCMS for chromatography with MS detector. We also use ELISA. So this will be far cheaper, and it's also able to quantify multiple band, and there are many supported free software. So we propose this for the alternate, and we have genotype, and for the in running the sample, we put it on the software. We use the imaging, and we can analyze the density of each band, and then this is the result for our gel. Yeah, we have a linear model to correlate the density with the protein. Yeah, because for the standard we don't have the replication, so there is no determination. The determination is always one, but the correlation is always 1, 2, because there's no replication. The quantification is under the reference we have used. So the conclusion, the method is feasible to estimate the protein fraction, and it proves some different gene expression. Thank you.
And UPM for quality data scientific discussion for today. On this occasion, I would like to make a presentation entitled "The Effect of Alpha-Trophic CV Kacamata BW Supplementation on Performance and Intestinal Histology of Hydrogen." With me, Pak Murad, from Master student of Gajah Mada University. As we know that hydrogen is a semi-aquatic commodity of Fakulty University. It has a higher fiber tolerance compared with poultry and other poultry. One of the lectures that can be supplemented in the feed is alfalfa. Alfalfa trophic or Medicago sativa Kacamata BW in Indonesia has been released in ministry, our ministry, as a new variety of legume, well known as Kacamata BW. Kacamata BW, it could be consumed and given for non-ruminant and ruminantia. Previous research, our lecture in UGM, Suikyo et al. 2021, showed that feed supplementation 3% of alfalfa trophic on done feed, it affects increasing of feed intake and body weight. So the aim of this research to explore and investigate how the effect of alpha-trophic, especially Kacamata BW, supplementation in feed on feed intake, body weight gain, FCR, and jejunum histology. So the parameter of the observation, we collect body weight gain, feed intake, FCR, and intestinal histology, especially in jejunum. Jump to the result in discussion. It could be clear that there is a significant for feed intake and body weight and non-significant on FCR. It could be assumed that the level of fiber source effect for feed intake and follow the body weight gain. The data show the supplementation 4% KMBW. It's not different effect for 0% KMBW supplementation in basal feed. It could be clear that for 4% is tolerance for supplemented in feed to give in feed innovation. And continue to histology of the genome, increasing the length and the genome surface area. Because it's the fiber content in the genome is still macronutrient. It didn't absorb for phylloxera. So the lack of nutrient in the feed is follow the absorption of nutrient. Suikyo 2021 show the investigated the digestive tract is working well when digestive feed has a
of by cost during post-separation can be utilized to monitor the welfare of hosts. Understanding the emotional distress experienced by hosts when separate from their cows can help development strategy to elevate their stress. By improving the welfare of cows, we can enhance their productivity and contribute to sustainable animal agricultural practices. Our result highlights the importance of focalization assessing the emotional state of cows when separated from their cows. And the second, the finding can contribute to the advancement of animal welfare practices and increase animal productivity.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rizky, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to address my research to all distinguished audiences. So the title is Analysis of Actor, Distribution, and Marketing Margin of Dairy Cows Milk in New Production Center in Yogyakarta and Jawa Tengah. So dairy cow commodity in Indonesia is developing rapidly. However, it's still facing the problem from upstream to downstream, that is long milk distribution channel, which affects the efficiency and margins. Besides that, I think all of us in here know that milk is perishable because it has content of water, 87 to 90%, so it's easily contaminated. And this research was conducted from August to December 2022 in 5 regencies in 2 provinces with a total of 184 respondents, and used two sampling methods, purposive and snowball. Purposive for farmers and the snowball sampling is for actors that involve in distribution. So here's the results of my research. The first, as you can see on the top, the distribution function of the actors involved. There are 4 actors involved in the distribution channel, and they have this different distribution function. But all actors involved in milk distribution channel have their functions and role, and relationship of each actor actually need each other and are bound to one another. And as you can see in front of you on the bottom, it's a dairy cows milk distribution channel. There are 5 milk distribution channel in Yogyakarta and Jawa Tengah, but the shortest one is on the red box because the farmer directly sell the milk to the customer, and the blue box is the most selected distribution channel by the farmers. The marketing cost value will increase if there is an actor involved in the distribution channel. So on the first in the first distribution channel, the marketing cost is 0 rupiah, 0 Indonesia rupiah per liter. But on the third distribution channel, the marketing cost is 1,452 Indonesian rupiah per liter. So it increased, and it's the same with the marketing margin. But the farmer share value decreased with the length of the distribution. So the conclusion of this research: first, there are 4 actors involved in the distribution channel, namely farmer, middleman, dairy cooperative, and merchant. And the actor has activities in the form of exchange, physical, and facilities. And the conclusion number 2, that the shortest milk distribution channel is on the first channel, which has the marketing cost 0 Indonesian rupiah per liter. The profit and margins is 1,487 Indonesian rupiah per liter, with the efficiency is 79%. 1,452 Indonesian rupiah per liter, and the profit is 1,532 Indonesian rupiah per liter. The margin is 2,986 Indonesian rupiah per liter, standard with the efficiency is 66%.
I am doctoral student of Faculty of Animal Science, Universitas Gadjah Mada, and now I will give a presentation about my research. And the title is Antibacterial Activity of Follow-up Sterculia condrivida RDR, Barn extract and its function. Mastitis, we know mastitis is inflammation on mammary gland in dairy cattle. It caused by bacteria, gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. And one way to prevent mastitis is do the dipping after milking. So we find alternative solution for the dipping, and we try to use natural ingredients as natural antibacteria. And we know that flavonoid is one of natural compound as a natural antibacteria. And we try to use follow-up. Follow-up is native tree in East Nusa Tenggara. This is follow-up. In Timor Island, many people use follow-up stem bark. And last research show that follow-up has antioxidant activity that can boost the immune system. So the first step to do this research, I collect the sample in Kupang, East Nusa Tenggara. I make a powder. From the powder, I do extraction. After that, I do antibacterial test from the extraction and the fractionation with Kirby-Bird test. And I use two bacteria, Staphylococcus aureus and Escherichia coli. And this is the result. From the table 1, we shown that follow-up stem bark extract can inhibit the Staphylococcus aureus. K plus is antibacterial commercial that farmers usually do for the dipping. And the table 3 shown that the fraction from the follow-up bark extract, hexane X fraction and non-dissolved fraction has not strength to inhibit the Staphylococcus aureus, but all the fraction of follow-up stem bark extract can inhibit the Escherichia coli bacteria. Flavonoids and flavonol can be synthesized by plant to fight microbial infection. And the conclusion, ethyl acetate is the most active fraction, and follow-up stem bark extract can inhibit the Staphylococcus aureus and Escherichia coli. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So good morning. It's such an honor for me to stand here to be presenter of International Joint Graduate Seminar. Firstly, I would like to let me introduce about myself. My name is Monica Carolina Nindina Devutri. So today I would like to presentation about performance of milk production in goats raised at different altitude. The background of this research is existence of dairy gut in Indonesia can only has good prospect due to an increase in public awareness of consuming milk. Goats are generally widespread throughout Indonesia. Currently, the Sapera goat is being developed, which is the result of a crossbreeding between female Etawa crossbreed and Saanenberg. Potential livestock productivity is basically influenced by genetic, environmental factors, and interaction between genetic and the environment. So, the purpose of this research is to compare the production performance of Sapera goat, which were managed at different altitudes. The method of study: first, sample selection, measurement environmental condition of goats, measurement of feed consumption, measurement of milk production, and analysis of milk composition. So the result of this study, and on the table, environmental temperature and humidity in the location, which are Buminararia farm and L farm has different temperature and humidity. Buminararia farm was a dairy farm located in the highland at an altitude of 761 MASL, and L farm was a farm located in the lowland with an altitude of 100 meter ASL. This is the daily consumption of pig and production and composition of goat milk. Manufacturers affect milk production, but the type of feed and the quality of the feed give an effect on the production of milk produced. Milk fat content fluctuates and is much influenced by the type of milk, breed, milk production, lactation level, quality and quantity of feed needs, and health. So, the conclusion of this research is separated in different areas of highland and lowland resulted differences on milk production and milk consumption. Thank you, that's all about my present, and I give it back to moderator.